Hello everyone, DM Gashbad here. Usually when one of the hobby YouTubers that I watch talks about their new job, it's something like they got a new position at a tech firm or a law office or something like that, and it means they're not going to post any videos for a while. Hopefully I'm here to tell you the opposite. I don't know if it's some slow burn midlife crisis or it's just a privilege of the position I find myself in life, but I got myself a job at a board game cafe, specifically Galaxy Game Cafe in Citrus Heights, California. Now, how does that affect you guys? Well, honestly, it probably doesn't. But part of the job is I get to run events. And so if you live in the boring part of California, specifically the Sacramento area, and you either had some masochistic desire to listen to more of my voice, or if you wanted to try out some of the games that I play on the channel, then this might be of interest. But first, a little bit about the shop itself. It's a board game cafe with a major emphasis on the board game, and the cafe part is really de-emphasized. We have a small merchandise area, we have a small snack bar kind of thing, but what it really is a gaming space full of board games. $10 to get in, stay as long as you like, play any of the 800 or so board games that we have on the racks. I'm showing you some pictures of the interior. It's a nice space. It's huge, it deadens the sound from the surrounding areas, it's got those nice restaurant-style booths. Yeah, I'm really promoting it, but what do you want? I work there and I spend a lot of time in the local game shops, playing tournaments and such in their really small gaming areas. Obviously, this isn't a game shop, it's not a comic shop. It is a devoted gaming space. And I know this is a channel about war games as much as it is about board games, but honestly, the line is starting to get blurred these days. Miniatures are often just a part of board games, and I've been doing a lot of them recently. Yes, there's your classic games like Monopoly and Clue and a big section for kids games, but here's a picture of our high-end game cabinets, and there's a lot of pretty elaborate stuff here. Big legacy games and Kickstarter packages and all that kind of thing. But enough about them, let's talk about me. At long last, I can now, with a somewhat straight face, call myself a professional dungeon master. I know I don't talk a lot about it on this channel, but I've been a DM for like 40 years. When I first started this channel, the intent was to be a DM advice channel because I wasn't finding a lot of stuff that agreed with how I ran things on YouTube at the time. Now that's kind of changed. There's some good stuff out there and there's less of a need to hear me sound off on this kind of thing. And plus I found out I was no good at writing YouTube scripts. I never quite figured out the visuals. Anyway, battle reports were a lot easier. They kind of make their own script as you play the game, so that's what I did. But the fact is that being a dungeon master was a big part of my hobby for decades and decades, and now it's a part of my job, and so I'm excited about it, and I'm telling you guys. It's gotta go somewhere, my family doesn't care. Anyway, I run an introductory 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons game every Sunday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. This is geared at people returning to the hobby or trying it out for the first time. Everything's pre-generated. It's $15, and if you want, it can feed into the ongoing sessions that I've got at 2:30 on Sunday and 6 o'clock on Thursday. And this Saturday, I'm actually kind of excited about this. I'm going back to the old Marvel Superheroes role-playing game. Do any of you guys remember that? It's not talked about very much, but man, I loved that back when I was in junior high. It is a rock-simple role-playing game. Beautiful, loose, ridiculous rules. Do you guys remember Face Rip? If you played the game, you probably do. Starting the first game of that this Saturday at 11:30. That's June 15th. If we get enough signups. So if you're interested, call the shop. I'll put up the information. It'll also be in the show description down below. Also, under the category of things that I'm really excited about, I'm hosting a Twilight Imperium game. Twilight Imperium 4th edition, one of my favorite board games ever. Starts at 11:30, June 22nd. Again, $15. The store closes at 9 o'clock, so ideally we're going to be done before then. Also, June 28th and July 26th, I'm going to be running a DM workshop. 3-hour class, 5:30 to 8:30. Going to go over the basics of how I see running a D&D game. I've been a DM for over 40 years. I've been running a single, uninterrupted, 2nd edition AD&D campaign since the mid-90s. I've been running it for like 35 years. Hopefully the way it's going to work out is you're going to listen to me talk about it for a while, go over the nuts and bolts, and then we're going to create a small sample adventure together. That's the idea anyway. And of course, when you sign up to one of these events, and there's lots of them, there's trivia nights, there's couples nights, they've got kids camps and things like that. You pay for the admission to one of these things. You also get access to the board game space, and you can stay as long as you like. And so finally, we're going to bring it back to the channel itself. I would love to share some of the games from my own collection, including the painted miniatures that I use, with you guys. If there is a game that a group of you would really like to play that I feature on the channel, be it Gloomhaven, Jaws the Lion, Zombicide, Warhammer Quest, Ghostbusters the board game, send me an email. Yeah, I know it should be Discord or Instagram or something like that. Whatever, I don't want to do those things. I've been meaning to do this forever, and now I finally did it. I set up an email specifically for this channel, dmgashbad@gmail.com. Very, very creative. If there's something you want to say that wouldn't quite work for the comment section, or if there's an event that you want me to host and run at the store, use that. Well, I think that's about it. Again, I don't own the store. They're not sponsoring this channel or anything. I am excited about the potential of bringing more of this stuff to more people. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can leave them in the comment section below, or I guess now you could just send me an email, and hopefully I'll see you on the next one. Or maybe at the store itself. Bye.